Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming, and on this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can take some of these $1 awful Dollar Tree pumpkins and turn them into something adorable. We're going to paint them, and then we're going to use gold leaf on them. And they're going to be polka dots, and it's adorable. So I can't wait to show you. As you're hopping on, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you have any questions along the way. Feel free to sprinkle, 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 all that normal stuff. Okay, so let's jump right in. These are your basic Dollar Tree pumpkins. $1. And to start this project, you're going to cut your tag off, of course. And I am using some Waverly paint that's chalk color. No, it's plaster color. It was on sale. This little label's kind of blocking what we want to see here. It's called acrylic paint. It's from Walmart. This color, plaster, is awesome. I love it. It's a creamy ivory color that's great. And basically what we are going to do is we're going to put 2 coats of paint on our little pumpkin. So I'm just going to show you the start of that. So I'm just operating today out of a paper bowl. We're not fancy here. I see Peggy and Ginger and Eileen and Debbie and Deb. There's lots of people hopping on. Thank you guys so much for joining me. This is such a fun project, and let me just tell you guys what. Okay, so you can take this idea that I'm going to show you, and you can do it in whatever style you want. We're using Maker Studio, gold leaf, and the special glue, which is called Gilding Size. They also have silver leaf, and I don't know if they have it in stock right now, but they also have copper leaf. Then you could paint your pumpkin any color you want. You could do a bigger pumpkin, a smaller pumpkin. You can do this idea on real pumpkins. There's just, and then you can do whatever design you want with the leafing. It's just super versatile. Oh, look at all those little hearts and sprinkles. Awesome, thank you. So I'm just taking a cruddy brush, and we're not going to do this whole thing because this is boring, and you can imagine what this is. But we're just going to go over and over and over our pumpkin, top and bottom. You know, when it's dry, then flip it over, do the underneath, then come back and do the top. You want 2 good coats, or else it will look like this. Can you see how there's like little orange spots poking through? Okay, so that's the first thing. That's the easiest step. I mean, all the steps in this project are easy, but that is super easy. Just paint it, and you don't have to use, shoot, I keep getting paint on my hands. You do not have to use this particular color or kind of paint. You can use whatever you have or whatever you want to use. All right, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna decide what design you want, and like I said before, we're using this. This is the special glue that you have to use if you're going to be using gold, silver, or copper leaf from Maker Studio. It's not expensive. It's like $9 a bottle. It lasts forever. This is a book. I haven't opened it. It's brand new. Of 25 sheets of gold leaf. It's not real gold, so it's not ridiculously expensive. It's, I don't know, $13 or $14 for a book, and you get a ton. So this is not an expensive project to do. And here's something I want to tell you. Once you do your first gold leafing project, you're going to be completely hooked. The first time I started gold leafing, I gold leafed everything I could possibly find. It's so fun. Okay, so which one is it? Before I came live, I did this pumpkin. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do to get it ready with this leaf, with this Gilding Size. Size is the special glue. You cannot use Elmer's glue, craft glue, hot glue, super glue. I mean, when you're using leaf, you have to use gilding size. Okay, and my thought is to apply gold around the top here. And then we're gonna do polka dots. And we're just using these little round pouncy brushes that you can get at Walmart. Spouncer is what they're called. You know, whatever size you want, you can get those in packages of 3 or 4 for just a couple dollars at Walmart. Okay, so I'm gonna open my size, and I'm just using a cruddy brush to get us started. We're gonna paint the inside, like this little rim around the top with the size. We do want to be mindful that it's not on too thick. So don't go crazy with it. Okay, and then once you get that on, throw your brush in some water. And I'm gonna use this little purple pouncer, spouncer brush, whatever you call this. And I'm just dipping it, when I should have said this before, but I forgot. If you're watching this on Facebook and these comments right here are in your way, you should be able to swipe them one way or another, or up or down, to get them out of your way. And then you can do the opposite motion, either with your finger or your mouse, depends on what you're watching on, to get them back. If you're watching this on Facebook, that's not an issue. I mean on YouTube, sorry. Okay, so I'm just dipping my little pouncer in the size, and then I'm tapping some of it off. And I'm just gonna do like a high round polka dot, a medium, a high, a medium. Okay, and all you do is you just push your little pouncer and twist it. And I know it's gonna be hard to see, but you'll be able to see in just a second. So we're just gonna go up, down, and you're gonna wanna reload and tap some of that off. And then I'm gonna come back and do some lower ones. Okay, so if you could see, there you go, you can see. Okay, see where it's shiny? This special gilding size takes about 15 minutes generally to come to tack. And tack is just the fancy art word that means it's the right amount of stickiness. That's all that means. So you can't put it on and then just immediately proceed into the gilding. It doesn't work like that. So what I did before I came live, is I did another one. And it should be to tack and all ready to go. It's been at least 15 minutes. Once you apply your special glue, your size, you're gonna have about 1 hour of open time. And that just means that's the time, that's the 1 hour, the magic hour, that it's the right stickiness and that your gold leaf, silver leaf, copper leaf will stick to it. Okay, so this is what these look like. You guys, this is so easy. Oh my gosh. The only downside to this project is from my husband's point of view, because whenever I'm leafing or using glitter, he says it gets all over the house, and it really kind of does. But those are, you know, the kind of problems you have to enjoy your gold leaf. Okay, so this is what a book looks like. It's got this orange, like tissue paper on it, and you're gonna fold it back, not all the way, and you're gonna kind of create a little fold along the seam, and that's where you can hold onto it. If you have any of the size on your fingers, this is gonna stick to your fingers. It's gonna be a complete mess. So I'm just gonna kind of lay this on the top loosely and then push it down. And then we'll pick it up. Or, oops, and it pulled off 2 pieces. Okay, we'll come back to that one. Okay, so you want to then pull off some of your tissue paper, and you're just going to start tapping it down into the into the size. And if you're looking at your project and it starts to become sort of a opalescent-y, like an oil spill kind of look, that's a sign that it's starting to come to tack. If it's just shiny, then it's not quite there yet. Okay, so let's apply this. I'm going to use my fingers because I already messed it up. But we're just going to lay it on here. This is a surprisingly satisfying kind of a project. Not as much as ripping fabric, but it is very satisfying. Okay, so I'm just trying to look to see where are my pieces, my areas that I put leaf. Okay, so I'm gonna tap that onto it. Let's get one more piece for the other side. Sorry. I know people hate it when I lick my fingers, but sometimes you have to do that to get this little book of gold leaf to open. Okay, so let's just kind of lay this on this other side. It's kind of hard when you're working with something that's white to identify exactly where your dots are. But I'm going to push this in, and then in just a second we're going to start taking it off. I see a big piece that I have completely missed. And in case you didn't know, you can use stencils with gilding. That's really cool. My only tip for that, if you're going to do that, is just be cautious not to go too crazy and use too much of the special glue, the size, because it's thinner and it will run under your stencil if you use way too much. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now. Not so great, right? I'm just going to take a cruddy brush and I'm just going to start pulling my leaf off of the areas. Look how cute, I already have some polka dots. I get a little bit happy about these projects. Okay, what did I do? I did 2 polka dots super close to each other. Oops. I could go back and add more if I wanted. There's one where I didn't get a piece of gold in it. Let's just help that along a little bit. I'll lift it up in just a second and show you where we're at. Let's do the top as well. You can kind of help it along if you see places where you didn't get it pushed into the glue very well. You can just shove some in there, and if it's still sticky, it'll stick in it, which mine is. Okay. Last year, I gilded a bunch of fresh pumpkins. I bought some white ones and some kind of light greenish, funky greenish colored ones, and I gilded those, and they were beautiful. And how's that for instant gratification? Just get a little bit more of this off. You can continue to work on that, but look how adorable that is. This is a $1 Dollar Tree pumpkin that started out this awful orange. And we just did the little top of it. Now, if you want, you could apply a coat of a clear matte sealer, but honestly, I never do, and I have really not ever had any problems. I have a couple other things over here to show you. And I want to show you this other thing. Okay, so you know I'm kind of frugal Okay, I'm really frugal. I can't stand to throw things away that I could possibly reuse. And so I have this little container full of little pieces of gold, silver, and copper leaf. And I wouldn't throw all this goodness away right here, no way. I would sort of sweep it up and put it in my little dish. And sometimes it's fun to do a project where you put your size on and then you just sprinkle all kinds of different colors of leaf on it, little pieces, and you get sort of this really nice mix. So all of that, oops, left over, and this big piece of silver right here is in my dish now. And I'll just stick this away. Your book is going to go back nice and straight. You can plunk it back in the little container. We used the teeniest amount of size. I mean, why is this not wanting to go in here straight? This stuff is gonna last forever. And so this is the result, and it's pretty cute. Of course, you can embellish from here however you want. You could also go back. If you think you want to add a whole nother row of polka dots, you could do that. Or if there's any that you really want to fix. Okay, so last year, I took some pumpkins that I had that were really ugly colors, and I painted them with this sort of cement colored paint. And then I gilded this one with silver and gold and some of the polka dot look. That was a combination of different colors. This was a gourd. And I mixed these in with some fresh pumpkins that I had, and they looked really pretty. This has the copper leaf on it. And then here's another little pumpkin that I painted, and it has a copper bottom. So there's just tons of different designs that you can do. You can use your stencils. You could use a paintbrush to paint a design on. You could cover the whole top and let it kind of drip down. So the basic things that you need to know when you're using this is you have to use size. There's just no way around it. It's gonna take about 15 minutes to become the right amount of stickiness. You'll be able to tell it's come to tack, that's what it's called. If you put like your pinky or your third finger, your ring finger in it, and you can fill a little tackiness, that is the right amount. If it's still shiny and wet looking, give it a few more minutes. You can fan it to help speed that time up. Then you're gonna lay your piece or pieces of gold leaf, push them down with some of the foil, some of the tissue paper, the orange tissue paper. Use a yucky brush to brush it off, and voila. Ooh, oops, oh gosh, I'm so sorry. Let me just rescue my pumpkin. I didn't mean to throw him across the room. So, and I could continue to work on this, but just to get like every single little bit, so these circles are more defined, but they were achieved just using a little pouncy brush, and you can get all different sizes of these at Walmart. So, and this is the paint that I used. It's Waverly acrylic paint from Walmart. The color is called Plaster. That's pretty much it. So, what do you guys think? I want to see pictures if you guys decide to do this. If you decide to take some of those orange Dollar Tree pumpkins and turn them into something, think about doing something different. Paint them navy blue, paint them teal, do multi-colors and then gild on top of them, or paint them black. You know, or what, I mean, there's so many different things you can do, but I want to see pictures if you decide to do that. You can either share those here or over at our group that I set up for us to share pictures of our craft projects, which is Dreamy DIY. And if you haven't joined that yet, you should. You're just gonna put in your search bar here at Facebook, Dreamy, D-R-E-A-M-Y, and then there's a space, DIY. it'll take you to that site that I set up. You're going to answer a couple of quick questions that you'll be nice, that you won't share other crafters videos there, sorry, and that you won't use it to try to sell anything, and we'll say, yeah, come on in. And then you can look through the gazillions of pictures of amazing projects, and it's a place for you to share yours as well. So, gilding, I'm intrigued. I gotta try. That's what Missy says. That's so cute. Yeah, my husband, I mean, you can do dishes. This is gilded. This was a little Dollar Tree cross with hot glue that I gilded. Isn't that pretty? You can do it on dishes. I'm just looking to see, do I have some? Yes, I do. They're probably very dusty, but this, for example, was a little Dollar Tree ring dish, and I gilded the outside edge of it in silver. There's lots of things you can do. It's probably not something you would want to gild your dinner plates with and then eat off of. I don't think it would hurt you, but I don't think it's going to hold up well in the dishwasher. Anyways, yeah, she said, okay, so I didn't see who that was, but somebody said this was a classy polka dot gold pumpkin. Yeah, it's much classier than when it was orange, right? So if you want links to go look at this and this, you can get these two things for, I don't know, $21, $22, and then tax and shipping. Or you could get the silver too. They're not expensive. They last a long time. You can do a ton of different things. If you want the link to just go look, let me know. Say link in the comments. And I'll send you a direct link so you don't have to hunt it down. And do I sell this on my page? I do, I sell it. I'm an affiliate with this company, and I make a small percent of all the sales that come into that company through my affiliate link. So I would be glad to share my affiliate link with you if you want to go look or shop. I'll get you a link, Linda. Thanks so much. If you guys have any questions about this process or anything else, let me know that. Otherwise, have a wonderful day. I'll get pictures and I'll share them here in the comments, as well as just separately here at DIY Dreaming. All right, thanks for joining me. I'm gonna see if I can clean up just a little bit, enough to give you a, so you can do a screenshot if you want. So give me just a second, and then I will really say goodbye. And there's gold leaf everywhere. Seriously, everywhere. It's been much worse around here at my house. Don't turn on the fan when you're working with gold leaf, or you'll be so sorry, because you'll have gold leaf everywhere. This is just to remember, just to remind you kind of what we used. Okay, so you want to remember, and that's not very good camera centering, but you get the point. And I will be back tomorrow with some more crafts. I'm just trying to mix things up the best I can. I have lots of fun things in the works. So I hope you'll join me. Take 2 seconds to see if you've liked and followed this page. Do a this, or say something in the comments. And yeah, you can grab a shot right now, and then I'm gonna let you go, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more fun crafts that are family, faith, and generally flower focused. What type glue? It's this. It's called Gilding Size. Let's see, can I get it so that you can see it? I'll get a close-up of it. And I'll give you a direct link to that product too. That's the specific kind of glue that you need to use for gold leaf. Tina says she loves it. Yay. Yes, Stephanie, I'll get you a link in 2 seconds as soon as I hop off. And you guys, I seriously do. I want to see what you do. I want to see what your pumpkins look like this year. So be sure to share pictures. All right. Thank you, Martha. You're a sweetheart and a good friend. All right. See you guys later. See you guys later.